Hello, welcome to another edition of Mike's Tech. Today we have a lower end budget build for you. This is a $500 build. The client this is for is upgrading from due to the XP expiring. They have no real need to upgrade their computer, but they decided to, with XP expiring, it was time to build a new computer anyway. So we're building naturally 8.1, no sense in getting anything older. And the client currently has an Core 2 Duo E7200, DDR2, and a GeForce 8600 GT. So we wanted to give a decent upgrade from this and still maintain as tight of a budget as possible. They're not going to be a gamer. The 8600 before was due to the fact that there was no decent onboard graphics, and now with the advent and current level that we're running with onboard graphics between AMD and Intel, there's actually no need for this person to have a discrete card at the moment, but they'll be able to upgrade. Just an overview of what we've got here. I guess we'll start with the motherboard. We've got here an Asus 85MG. This is a off the B85 chipset. It is primarily actually designed for business, but it'll be perfect for what this client needs. We originally looked at a H81 chipset, but they specifically wanted to have 4 memory slots so that they could upgrade more more memory, in the future. They specifically wanted to be able to add memory in the future if needed without having to, replace it. So we've started out with memory. They can just upgrade it real easy, extra slots, and this is a solid board for exactly what we need. Next, we have power supply from EVGA. We've got a 500 watt 80 plus power supply. This will do everything this board and system needs and more. It'll actually be able to put a decent graphics card in it in the future without having to even replace it, because 500 watts will get you, right now, probably you could get away with even putting a 7600, GTX 760, I said that wrong, or equivalent into the system without it, and still get away with 500 watts. I'll give more reviews of each of these parts later. But anyway, also we've got an 8GB kick from AData. This is 8GB DDR3 1600. Be plenty of memory for this build. The core of the system is going to be an Intel i3. This is a i3 4130. Plenty of power. This will give the internal HD 4400 graphics, which will actually outclass the current 8600 GT that they have. This will be more than enough for what they need. It's currently a dual core processor, but it's got 4-way hyper-threading, so it'll be plenty powerful for what we need. We've got, for SSD, we've got the Crucial M500. This is a 240 gig model. Be more than enough for this build. The client does have a 500 gig mechanical that they're going to be reusing. I'll install that at a later time when I bring them the system. But this will give them plenty of room, and with this current client, they actually only, on that 500 gig hard drive, they actually have not even used 100 gigs yet. So everything will fit that they need on this SSD, and they'll be able to have an extremely fast system. For cases, went with a XION 560BK. This is a micro ATX case and will be perfect match for this board. Let's see here, what did I forget? Speakers, we have a cheap pair of Logitech speakers just to get basic sound. This is not an audiophile, don't need high-end sound. And we've got a standard Asus, I think it's Asus, DVD drive, excuse me here. Sorry about that. LG actually. Just a basic DVD writer. So got that. And copies of Windows 8.1 of course. And that's basically it. Oh, forgot this. This case needed an extra fan filter, so we have a Silverstone 140 millimeter fan filter to filter the PSU. And that's basically it. I'm going to go ahead and do the build and be back in just a little bit with the build. Alright, here's the build portion of the video. I'm going to probably do this time lapse because it might take a while. But I'm going to have some individual videos going over how to do some very basic things. If you don't already know, most people will. But, you know, basic stuff, how to install CPU heat sinks, memory, that type of thing. Just some basic things. But I'm going to go over this. I'm going to talk between it in those videos that I publish separately. But this will mainly be time-lapse, like I said. Just a quick build, showing you how to do it, and going over it. Anyway, so time-lapse is going to start. And like I said, watch the individuals if you want to see more.